Hey, baseball fans, this is Chris Singleton, and welcome to MLB The Show.
A very happy Father's Day to all you dads out there from us at Inside the Show. Here's what happened around the league on Saturday. Looking first at the NL East, the Washington Nationals combined for a 4-hitter as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 5-1. The Houston Astros got 11 hits overall as they beat the visiting Marlins 4-2. Colin McHugh collected win number 2 on the year, leading the Braves past the Brewers 3-2. The Philadelphia Phillies sent 3 balls into the seats as they defeated the visiting Giants 4-0. The Cincinnati Reds combined for 4 total home runs as they TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Nationals held their opponent to just 2 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 3-0. The Phillies finished off a 3-game sweep as they manhandled the Marlins 8-2. The Dodgers earned the 4-game series sweep as they bested the visiting Rockies 4-1. The Cleveland Guardians racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the Red Sox on the road 6-3. The Baltimore Orioles allowed only 5 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Angels 2-1. The Toronto Blue Jays finished off the 4-game sweep as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 12-9. The Astros brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 3-1. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow. Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting off in the National League East, the Washington Nationals combined for 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 6-5. The Braves went deep 4 times as they took down the Fish in Miami 6-4. The Philadelphia Phillies put up 16 hits on the day as they beat the Cardinals on the road 8-3. The New York Mets totaled 11 hits as they secured the win in extras against the Rockies 6-1. The Milwaukee Brewers grabbed 13 hits in the game as they sank the visiting Buccos 4. Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Looking first at the NL East, Shohei Ohtani was victorious for the 5th time this season as Toronto took care of the Nationals 3-2. They continue to win as they now have 9 straight. The Mets held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 3-0. Bryce Elder earned the 3rd W of his season, leading the Cubs to a win over the Braves 8-2. The Tigers put together 10 total hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 4-2. The Marlins knocked out 10 hits as a team as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 5-1. The Reds starting pitcher, number 23, got his 3rd win this season, helping lead Cincinnati to victory over Colorado 2-1. The Brewers got 11 hits overall as they took down the visiting Mariners 7-6. Jake Cronenworth collected a total of 4 driven in, leading the Padres past the Red Sox 7-3. Logan Webb got the W and now has 5 this year as the Giants beat the Diamondbacks 2-1. Jordan Walker was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs, helping lead St. Louis past the Rays 10-2. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. The Yankees hit 3 long balls as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 6-3. The Guardians combined to allow only 4 hits as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 2-1. The Houston Astros got 12 hits in this one as they took down the visiting Orioles 8-5. The White Sox launched 3 home runs as they defeated the A's in Oakland 9-2. Josh Young plated 3 runs on the day, helping lead the Rangers past Kansas City 5-4. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day. It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Nationals knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took the win in extra innings over the Phillies 9-7. The Los Angeles Dodgers had 12 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 5-2. The New York Mets combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the Fish in Miami 6-1. It was their 5th straight victory. The Cubbies got 18 hits as they ran over the Reds 10-4. The Orioles put together 10 total hits as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 3-1. The Pittsburgh Pirates knocked out 10 hits as a team as they grabbed Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Starting off in the National League East, the Milwaukee Brewers racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the Nationals in Washington 5-1. The Minnesota Twins totaled 11 hits as they knocked out the Fightin' Phils 9-2. Eric Lauer got the win, number 7 thus far, as St. Louis bested the Mets 4-2. The Cubs got 11 hits overall as they sank the visiting Buccos 4-2. The Reds racked up 11 hits as a team as they got a road win against Arizona 5-4. The Texas Rangers got 12 hits in this one as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 5-3. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 2-0. The Tampa Bay Rays combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the O's in Baltimore 3-2. Touki Toussaint was untouchable on the mound, crafting an amazing no-hit performance as the Guardians took care of Detroit 1-0. The Oakland Athletics smacked 15 team hits as they took down the visiting Mariners 12-9. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long. Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Starting off in the National League East, the Brew Crew picked up 14 hits in total as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Nationals, 7-4. The Miami Marlins totaled 11 hits as they got the win, crushing the Red Sox, 9-3. The Twins completed a 3-game series sweep as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils, 2-0. The Mets amassed 14 hits in the game as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds, 3-2. The Padres knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Braves 5-4. The Chicago Cubs combined for 10 hits as a team as they sank the visiting Buccos 9-5. The Diamondbacks shortstop, number 12, had a home run and 3 RBIs as the D-backs took care of the Reds 6-5. The Rockies pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 1-0. The Angels brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 10-7. The A's allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 1-0. Will Briggs was a major force at the plate, driving in 4 as the Rays claimed victory over the Orioles 6-4. Luis Garcia grabbed win number 9 this year, helping the Stros take care of the White Sox 3-2. He is among the AL leaders in wins. Christian Walker had 3 hits in the game, driving in 3, as the Guardians took care of Detroit 3-1. The Kansas City Royals sent 3 balls into the seats as they defeated the visiting Yankees 5-3. The Mariners allowed only 5 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Giants 2-1. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball. The first-year player draft is only a day away. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Washington Nationals put together 10 total hits as they beat the visiting Marlins 4-3. The Red Sox combined to give up just 5 hits as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 4-3. The New York Mets picked up, 19 hits in this one as they dismantled the A's 13-5. The Colorado Rockies launched 3 home runs as they took down the visiting Braves 6-2. The St. Louis Cardinals combined for a 4-hitter as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 1-0. Cal Quantrill collected win number 3 this year as the Diamondbacks defeated the Rangers 3-2. Dustin May earned the victory while striking out 11 as the Dodgers defeated the rival Giants 4-3. He is among the leaders in complete games pitched in the NL. Graham Ashcraft won the game, finishing a complete game 1-hitter, leading the Reds to victory over the Padres 12-0. The Blue Jays swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they got the home victory against the Astros 8-1. The Buccos got 11 hits overall as they beat the O's in Baltimore 4-0. The New York Yankees tallied 5 home runs overall as they beat the White Sox on the South Side 7-5. The Rays amassed an impressive 6 home runs in the game as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 15-2. The Brewers totaled 13 hits as a team as they dethroned the Royals 6-0. The Minnesota Twins racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Guardians 6-5. Garrett Cooper blasted 2 home runs and picked up 3 RBIs in the process as the Angels got the win against the Mariners 5-1. He is currently among the AL leaders in batting average. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games. TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Marlins allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they used a walk-off and extras to get the win against the Rockies 3-2. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors. The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Rays allowed only 5 hits in the game as they bested the visiting Nats 3-1. As of right now, the Rays are in first place in the AL East, while the Nationals sit in last place in the National League East. The Arizona Diamondbacks knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 4-2. In the standings, the Braves sit in second place in the National League East Division, while the Diamondbacks sit in third place in the National League West Division. The Miami Marlins grabbed the 4-game series sweep as they bested the visiting Rockies 7-4. Heading into the day, the Marlins are in third place in the NL East, while the Rockies sit in last place in the National League West Division. JT Realmuto was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits, leading Philadelphia to a victory over the Royals 12-2. At the start of the day, the Phillies sit in 4th place in the National League East Division, while the Royals sit in last place in the American League Central Division. The Milwaukee Brewers picked up 14 hits in total as they got the best of the visiting Mets 6-3. As of right now, the Brewers are atop the NL Central, while the Mets sit in first place in the National League East Division. The Dodgers finished off a 3-game sweep as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 8-1. In the standings, the Reds sit in third place in the National League Central Division, and the Dodgers are in second place in the NL West. Jose Barrios pitched his way to his 100th career victory as Toronto defeated the Pirates 7-1. Heading into the day, the Pirates are in 4th place in the NL Central, and the Blue Jays are leading the AL East. The Cubs grabbed 13 hits in the game as they beat the Cardinals on the road 5-4. As of today, the Cardinals sit in second place in the National League Central, while the Cubs are at the bottom of the division. The Baltimore Orioles put up 16 hits on the day as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 12-5. At the start of the day, the Giants are in 4th place in the NL West, and the Orioles sit in 4th place in the American League East Division. Nick Martinez grabbed win number 6 on the year, helping the Friars down the Yankees 3-2. In the standings, the Yankees are in last place in the AL East, and the Padres are atop the NL West. The Cleveland Guardians held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 2-1. Entering the day's action, the Guardians are leading the American League Central, and the Red Sox are in third place in the AL East. The Astros combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Tigers 7-2. As of right now, the Astros sit in first place in the American League West Division, and the Tigers sit in 4th place in the American... Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the... Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting off in the National League East, the Nationals hit 3 long balls as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 9-6. Ronald Acuna Jr. nabbed 4 RBIs with 3 hits as the Braves took care of Kansas City 5-4. The Chicago Cubs put together 10 total hits as they were victorious in extra innings over the Marlins 6-4. The Philadelphia Phillies smacked 15 team hits as they bested the visiting Padres 10-9. The Mets completed a 3-game series sweep as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 8-6. The Cincinnati Reds snapped their 5-game losing streak as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 2-0. Max Fried collected his 8th win overall, helping lead the Dodgers past the Cardinals 2-0. The San Francisco Giants sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the visiting Mariners 6-5. The Diamondbacks pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 2-1. Jimmy Cordero won his first game of the season as the Yankees got past the Rockies 5-4. The Cleveland Guardians totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 6-3. Ronnie Mauricio launched a pair of home runs while driving in 4 along the way as Houston bested the Blue Jays 5-2. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. The Angels right fielder, number 32, added 3 RBIs to his total, helping lead the Angels over Detroit 5-4. The Oakland Athletics totaled 11 hits as they got the win, crushing the Red Sox 7-1. The Rangers brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they took down the visiting Orioles 3-1. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East. Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Starting off in the National... It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, J.P. Feyereisen collected his 5th win in relief, helping lead the Nationals to victory against the Giants 2-1. The Toronto Blue Jays pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the visiting Braves 3-1. The Marlins left fielder, number 38, doubled down on home runs while driving in 3, leading the Fish to a win over the Twins 4-3. He is among the NL leaders in on-base percentage. Jeff McNeil picked up 4 ribbies on 3 hits as the Mets turned away the Dodgers 12-11. He is currently among the doubles leaders in the National League. The Phillies combined to give up just 5 hits as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 3-2. The Pittsburgh Pirates broke out of a 10-game losing skid as they got the best of the Brewers at home 6-5. Brendan Donovan was fantastic at the plate, collecting 5 hits as the Cardinals took one from the Padres 8-7. He is currently among the NL leaders in batting average. Tyler Glasnow tossed a dominating complete game shutout, leading Tampa Bay over the Red Sox 1-0. The Guardians only allowed 2 hits in the game as they beat the O's in Baltimore 1-0. The Rockies had 12 hits as a team as they got the extra innings win over the White Sox 8-7. The Royals stopped their 6-game losing streak as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 12-3. The Houston Astros combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Mariners 3-0. Kike Hernandez It's Monday morning, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, Sean Manaea earned win number 7 this season as the Giants grabbed one from the Nationals 3-2. Also out of the nation's capital, third baseman Nino Cruz has been placed on the 10-day injured list. Word is that he's got a strained shoulder muscle. At the start of the day, the Nationals are in last place in the NL East, while the Giants sit in 4th place in the National League West. The Atlanta Braves allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 8-5. In the standings, the Blue Jays are in 2nd place in the AL East, And the Braves are in second place in the NL East. The Twins amassed 14 hits in the game as they manhandled the Marlins 8-0. As of today, the Twins sit in third place in the American League Central, and the Marlins sit in third place in the National League East Division. Brad Boxberger grabbed the victory, his fourth of the year, as the Mets turned away the Dodgers 4-3. Heading into the day, the Mets sit atop the NL East, while the Dodgers sit in second place in the National League West Division. The Philadelphia Phillies combined for 4 total home runs as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 5-0. At the start of the day, the Cubs sit in fourth place in the National League Central Division, while the Phillies are in fourth place in the NL East. Trevor Williams picked up win number 8 this year, leading the Brewers to victory over the Pirates 5-3. As of right now, the Pirates sit in last place in the National League Central Division, while the Brewers are atop the division. The St. Louis Cardinals finished off a 3-game sweep as they bested the visiting Padres 6-1. In the standings, the Cardinals are in second place in the NL Central, while the Padres are leading the National League West. The Boston Red Sox broke up their 5-game losing skid as they beat the visiting Rays 6-5. Heading into the day, the Red Sox sit in third place in the American League East Division, and the Rays are atop the division. The Orioles got 12 hits in this one as they took down the visiting Guardians 4-0. As of today, the Orioles are in fourth place in the AL East. Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting off in the National League East, the Boston Red Sox grabbed 13 hits in the game as they bested the visiting Nats 6-3. The Baltimore Orioles allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Braves 8-4. The Toronto Blue Jays pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 3-0. The Miami Marlins knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Rays 6-4. The New York Mets put together 10 total hits as they grabbed a win in extras over the Giants 5-4. The St. Louis Cardinals knocked out 12 hits as a team as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 5-2. The win was their 6th straight as a team. The New York Yankees picked up 14 hits in total as they got a road win against Arizona 7-6. Nick Lodolo pitched well, earning his 9th win of the season, helping lead Cincinnati to victory over Colorado 3-2. The Los Angeles Dodgers combined for 10 hits as a team as they sent their crowd home happy after a walk-off win against the Astros 2-0. Luis Urias totaled 4 hits overall on the day, helping lead the Friars to a win over the Brewers 3-2. The Texas Rangers amassed an impressive 6 home runs in the game as they dismantled the White Sox 9-1. It was their 7th straight victory. The Halos combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 5-3. Ryan Yarbrough got his 7th win out of the bullpen as the Royals took care of Pittsburgh 4-3. The Guardians got 11 hits overall as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 9-7. The Seattle Mariners pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 1-0. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball. Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Looking first at the NL East, the Washington Nationals combined to allow only 4 hits as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 6-0. Nick Pivetta got the win, number 7 thus far, leading the Metropolitans past the Braves 3-2. The Phillies knocked out 10 hits as a team as they crushed the Cubs 9-3. The Marlins allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 4-2. The Pittsburgh Pirates racked up 11 hits as a team as they grabbed an extra innings win over the Brewers 5-4. Eric Lauer grabbed win number 9 this year as the Cardinals downed Arizona 3-2. Keston Hiura really cashed in at the dish with 3 hits and 6 RBIs as the Rockies took care of Oakland 12-11. The Dodgers totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 10-5. Luis Campusano had 3 hits on the day as the Padres took care of the Angels 4-3. Sixto Sanchez collected his 8th win overall as the Astros got past the Giants 6-2. Jordan Montgomery got the W, his 11th this season, helping lead the Orioles to victory over Tampa Bay 4-3. He is among the AL leaders in wins. The Yankees launched 3 home runs as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 7-5. Nick Sandlin was victorious for the 5th time this season as the Guardians took care of Detroit 3-2. The Minnesota Twins grabbed 13 hits in the game as they Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting off in the National League East, the Chicago White Sox had 12 hits as a team as they took down the Nationals in Washington 5-3. Ronald Acuna Jr. launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total, helping lead the Braves.